I just now realized I need to record for all of those who don't get to join us on Facebook. So if you're not on Facebook, or if you have a friend who's not on Facebook, I'm recording it so I can share that with you as well. So we just began with a little drop of the adaptive blend. It has spearmint and lavender. It also has some other wonderful things in it: copaiba, magnolia, rosemary, and sweet gum. So these are all things that are going to be really calming. It is a blend and designed to take away anxiety and nervousness, right? So as I begin this presentation, I wanted to start with that this morning, actually. So I recorded last night. Now it's this morning. Anyway, moving on. So before I have any more distractions, I woke up early because I wanted to make sure that the little kids didn't disturb me. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you now. And some of the information is a little bit different than last night because I had time to go back and refine a little bit, and I didn't have all the technical difficulties, so I don't have to skip over as much information. So again, my name is Chantal Howard. I've been teaching about wellness and especially essential oils for 8 years now. And it is my joy to be with you this morning just to really unpack the basics of essential oil use as I've come to understand it through extensive study and personal experience. Today we're going to talk about the most fundamental key aspects of wellness with regards to essential oils. So the first thing that I want to share with you, number one, is that these essential oils are safe, they're natural, and they're safe. And the power of essential oils come from the fact that they are originated from the root, the stems, the bark, the leaves, these natural components that God created for us. These extracts have amazing health benefits and active real chemistry. The other thing to keep in mind is that doTERRA is the company of choice that I recommend. I've utilized lots of different oils over the course of these last 8 years, and I really recommend the essential oils coming from doTERRA because of their therapeutic grade, their purity, their potency, and their consistency in the way that they source their essential oils. In my opinion, they are the superior representation of essential oils today. They really have their finger on the best practices for distillation and for testing, and they're advancing the conversation into a place where we can really have great confidence and trust in our own homes using these essential oils. So not only are they safe with no side effects, but they're also completely natural, which means that there's no additives, there's no contaminants. We really do a great job with our doTERRA oils in making sure that they come to you as potent and pure as they can be. So let's take a look at peppermint essential oil as our first example this morning. So peppermint can be utilized aromatically, topically, and internally. You'll notice those little symbols. That's really a cue for you that you can use them in all three modalities we're going to talk about today. And peppermint is energizing. We call it nap in a bottle. It promotes clear breathing. It cools the body, and it can relieve head tension. So imagine, all the things you can do with one essential oil. And that's just scratching the surface, right? If you think that's a lot of tools in one essential oil, of course it's going to help with nausea and support for pain relief in other ways as well. And this particular essential oil, our peppermint essential oil, is the giveaway that is associated with this particular presentation. So make sure you comment either in this presentation, send me an email if you're watching it recorded, and we're going to do our drawing at the end of the week, and we're going to give away some goodies. So make sure you just keep note of the giveaways, and I'll remind you at the end as well. So the second reason that we want to use our essential oils in the second cool thing, so to speak, is that they're incredibly effective. And they're effective because they have a natural ability to dialogue at the cellular level and address root causes of health problems. Our body has a natural mechanism for healing, for restoration, but it's often interrupted either by stress, by toxicity, by perhaps a genetic challenge that we face, or by other kinds of factors that just in a certain sense, handicap our natural defenses. And essential oils really help awaken and work with our body, not override our system. And I love this little illustration where you see that the essential oil can penetrate the cell membrane. This means that they can actually be effective against threats that actually interact at a cellular level as well as extracellular. So today we have a lot of conversation about viral threats, seasonal challenges, etc. This is the critical piece that you want to kind of put your finger on. If you're worried about essential oils just being some sort of mystery substance, right? Some sort of magic, that's not the case. This is really actually verifiable, and it's a very powerful tool for us. Those essential oils can penetrate the lipid barrier of a cell, dialogue at those receptor sites, and go to work in awakening the conversation that our cells know they're supposed to do and supposed to have. So looking at this particular component, we're highlighting the doTERRA On Guard. Now, there's been a lot of talk about On Guard right now. It is a blend that has rosemary and eucalyptus, clove, cinnamon, and wild orange. And it is known as our protective blend because it helps promote just a healthy immune function. It can soothe an irritated sore throat or any kind of oral challenge you might be facing, and it's cleansing for our home and our hands, which is why we use it in our foaming hand wash and our hand sanitizers and our surface cleaners. Its antibacterial and antiviral properties are very powerful. So there's no wonder that right now there's a little bit of a shortage in some of our secondary On Guard products, but we can teach you how to use the On Guard blend to create your own at home. And of course, if you have this on hand, this is a great go-to right now. So the third reason that we want to use our essential oils, and this third cool thing, so to speak, is because they are affordable. And this is really, really key. We see how much money is being spent on healthcare throughout the globe. And unfortunately, especially here in the United States, we are not necessarily healthier for it. We see a lot of opiate addiction, we see a lot of obesity, we see challenges with lifestyle issues, lifestyle disease. And that is not something that the mainstream medical community can always address, because it needs to be addressed before the onset. And that's one of the beautiful things about essential oils, is that they can be part of your healthcare regimen before you actually have to go to the healthcare system. And so they're really pennies per dose. And I have seen so many families actually save hundreds and hundreds of dollars on conventional medical expenses as a result of investing in essential oils and pairing those essential oils with daily habits. So here we have lavender as an example. It's calming. It's what we consider more of a sedative oil. It's going to be soothing to the skin, and of course, just in general, a very relaxing and peaceful essential oil. And the reason that that happens, again, is going back to its chemistry. The linalool and linolyl acetate that are found in lavender can really help with the responses at a hormone level and at the level of our neurotransmitters to take off the edge. So that's just an example. Let's go ahead and move forward here. Oh, natural, effective, and affordable. I knew I was missing something. There we go. Give you the full glimpse there. So those are three really critical pieces. And again, just to go back really quickly to that natural, safe, and effective, they are highly potent. These single essential oils contain just literally trillions of small molecules in their volatile makeup. And so you only need a little bit. A little bit more frequently is more effective than the conventional approach where we take medicine and it's a high dose, and then we can't increase our frequency very much because it's so toxic to our bodies. So here we are. We're going to look at the three ways to use our essential oils today. The first way is aromatic use. You can breathe in these essential oils, and you see the doTERRA diffuser there. This is a tool for aromatic use. It's really powerful in disseminating the essential oils into the air. We have wild orange and breathe respiratory blend as two examples that you could utilize in this capacity. Wild orange is, you can't smell wild orange and not just be just joyful, and it has antidepressant capacities, as well as that D-limonene, which is good for cellular health. And of course, its properties for cleansing are amazing. So uplifting the mood and energizing, again, aromatic, topical, and internal. The respiratory blend Breathe helps to maintain open airways and just clear breathing. So it has eucalyptus and ravensara. It has components of peppermint and melaleuca and lemon and cardamom. These are all essential oils that are going to be incredibly impactful in the respiratory region of the body, can be applied topically and used aromatically. Notice it's not an internal oil. And the reason for the distinctions here is simply that there are certain kinds of plant components that are just not going to resonate with our digestive system. And so we're going to use them selectively for different purposes. Okay, the next way that we can use our essential oils is topically. We can isolate and we can actually increase the focus area of our essential oils by applying them topically. And you'll notice that there's the carrier oil over on the right-hand side, this representation of like a fatty oil, an almond oil, we recommend a coconut oil, fractionated coconut oil, or you could use jojoba oil. These types of tools are really important in diluting your essential oils to preserve them in a region and to protect the skin. So you'll also see the roller bottle. I have one here, right? I make up my own little mixture, my own little combination, and for easy application, I can apply it and I'm good to go. I also love this because of its convenience for children as well. So a couple of examples of topical use would be Deep Blue. This blend has osmanthus and helichrysum and blue tansy and German chamomile, essential oils that are going to be very, very supportive for the musculoskeletal system, reducing pain, tension, especially in the head and the neck, or a comforting massage. We also have it in a rub form, which is just remarkably strong for any other kind of pain relief in the back, the knees, the joints. Think of Deep Blue as your go-to oil for any kind of relief. We go through this in just in groups for leg cramps, for little kids, for skiers in recovery, for just as we age and as we go along the journey. There's always bumps and bruises along the way, and it's amazing how soothing and supportive the Deep Blue is. The second essential oil I'll highlight in topical use is the Digest Zen. This blend is a digestion blend that is geared towards helping with motion sickness or occasional nausea. Its use for of course, like any kind of breakthrough heartburn. This can be applied topically, which is incredibly soothing. In fact, we often call it the 8-minute challenge. If you ever have discomfort or cramping or just not feeling good after a meal or feeling bloated, you can apply this topically on the gut and set your watch and see how you feel in 8 minutes. I've done this with my children multiple times when they say, "Mom, I need something." In fact, my teenage daughter, she says, "Give me something real. I don't feel good. I need something real." I said, "Well, have you tried oils?" "No," she says, "I need something real." And it's like, well, we're going to try this first. And sure enough, I came back in 8 minutes later and I said, "How do you feel?" And she says, "Oh, I don't feel anything." So that's how we got the 8-minute challenge. You can also use this aromatically and topically. Now, internally. Internally, you could put it in a small glass of almond milk, mix that up and drink that down. It tastes kind of like licorice with its fennel and tarragon and anise and other peppermint and ginger, all of these wonderful digestive oils. One thing to keep in mind, yes, we want to use these oils topically for targeted regions of the body, but we can also just pull them through our hair as a way to become a human diffuser. We can just massage them on the back of our neck and allow that to, again, support us emotionally. So topical use can spread into the aromatic space as well. And if we are concerned about having a deeper quicker, more reactive whole body response, I recommend applying them to the bottoms of your feet because one, your feet aren't sensitive, and two, you can pull those essential oils in a systemic way into the bloodstream and actually have full body support. So right now, one of my favorite habits is morning and evening applying essential oils to the bottom of my feet. I have my children do the same, and I often, if I'm concerned about an oil being too hot to the skin, for instance, if it's too warm, the spicy oils, which can often irritate the skin, they always go on the feet as a safety precaution. Okay, 3 ways to use our essential oils. Okay, this is our third and final way, and that is our internal use model. Internal use is a doTERRA privilege. You do not want to use internally other essential oils. They're not designed for this purpose. They often have other kinds of contaminants and they could be toxic to the body. So just keep that in mind. We really only want to use oils internally with doTERRA, and of course, if they're recommended for internal use, because there are some, again, some plant properties that just don't settle well with the stomach. And we want to be thoughtful of not doing something that would be harmful to our body. So do this with a little bit of just forethought, right? Make sure you have a protocol to follow or use the things that doTERRA has put in place for us. You'll notice that there's veggie capsules listed here, and these veggie capsules you literally can pop open. You can place a couple drops in there and close it up. I recommend this for intense needs, especially during a time of illness where you want to increase and support your body's immunity even stronger. We're going to go into that more tonight. But lemon essential oil, both cleansing for the body and for the home. So not only surfaces, greasy substances, any kind of residue, glass cleaner, stain removal. Lemon essential oil is very versatile for green cleaning. Every single person, in my opinion, needs to have lemon on hand at all times because you're going to need it at some point. You can mix it into your all-purpose cleaners, especially the natural all-purpose cleaner that we recommend with On Guard, and that enhances it. You can use vinegar, lemon, and water and make an amazing, simple house cleaner as well. And of course, it's cleansing to the body. So detoxifying. I recommend lemon water as the first thing you do out of the gate in the morning. Helps to keep the body in an alkaline state where disease is less likely to flourish, and it's gently detoxifying all the slough off, all the detoxing our body does at night, right? We want to move it out of the body and not let it just linger or shift or move places, and that's what lemon does, as well as helps to break down unwanted fat cells. Frankincense, the king of essential oils in so many ways, so gentle, aromatic, topical, and internal use. Is going to help support not only your emotional well-being, your mental health, but it's going to help support the nervous system and proper cellular function. I can't help say that more clearly. It is a powerhouse for making sure that your cells are behaving the way they're supposed to. And if they're not, frankincense is going to whip them into shape. So 2 drops under the tongue, again, in a capsule. And then look at these wonderful, amazing soft gel products that doTERRA has put together for us. They've pre-encapsulated the essential oils for specific purposes, whether it's the digestive system, protective health, detoxification, pain management, seasonal challenges, ongoing cellular support, or even for metabolic support. The 2 little guys over on the side, the beadlets, you can pop those in your mouth on a regular basis for a little boost and support throughout the day. So you have tools at your disposal, and I highly recommend that you take a look at how to incorporate essential oils as a supplement. So a couple of testimonials today. This is just an example, kind of a selection of a few beautiful testimonials that have been shared with us over the course of our journey. You can see the gentleman on the left. His emotional life and his mental health has been radically affected by use of essential oils. Now, I'm not recommending that you step away from any kind of medication or any kind of treatment plan without specific consultation. That's really a critical piece. Essential oils are not the be-all, end-all. However, in many circumstances, they have been the missing link for people. And so if you have questions questions, you need a protocol, you need help talking or discussing with your healthcare professional, I can give you some guidance. Just be really thoughtful. So as you look and see this picture, it's incredibly dramatic. Thank you for this stuff I just got because we haven't had mail delivery since last Tuesday until today. I do think it makes a big difference. Thank you. Oh, good. I hope you're feeling better. These are the kinds of text messages, oh my goodness, I get regularly. The other day, a woman, I've been oiling my, every time I've been struggling with respiratory challenges. Every time I apply the oils, my O2 levels rise and I feel better. I'm working through this challenge, right? I started using the Yarrow Palm 3 days ago. You can see the difference in her hand and her skin. Toenail fungus, who would have thought, right? Very common outreach. So just know that there's a multitude of range of support that you can get from essential oils, both for like the first aid components of life, but also for the habits that need to be formed to make lasting transformation. So I want to introduce you to the 3 ways you can purchase doTERRA essential oils. The first way is retail. It's the most expensive, and to be honest, it really doesn't make sense unless you're purchasing in a professional environment or if you're just looking to get started with 1 or 2 oils. This retail cost is it's expensive, right? It's a high-end purchase at that point. However, we have a wholesale option for you, which is really like buying, having a membership at Costco. You get 25% off the cost of your essential oils. There is a $35 membership, but then you can pick a la carte. You can choose whatever you want, whenever you want, how much you want. There's no obligation, no, total freedom with number 2, our wholesale option. But there is a 3rd way to purchase essential oils, and that's below wholesale. By choosing a starter set, you actually get that $35 membership waived. And so you're getting a deeper discount than just the 25% off. Plus you're getting your free membership, and you have access to all the benefits of wholesale membership. And there's a loyalty program, if you so choose, for monthly ongoing support that increases that savings, that gives you points back to put towards your purchases like cash and free products, and just a myriad of other benefits. So there is a way to increase and enhance your affordable nature. At this point, there's no way I could go to a health food store, purchase healthy supplements, support for my family, for their wellness, skin care, cleaning products, any of that. I could never shop at the costs at a natural food store because of the amazing benefits of doTERRA. I have extra savings. I think somebody woke up. You gonna come join me this morning? Okay. Welcome to Working at Home. Can you say hello?
Hi.
Hi. We're almost finished. Can you hang with me for a minute? Okay, so here's a beautiful glimpse of the before and after of what my medicine cabinet once looked like. Very honestly, there were times and seasons where I've had almost every single thing on the left-hand side in my cabinet, and then I've transitioned to a much simpler approach with natural solutions. We now use our essential oils for so many things, and you can take a minute if you'd like. You could screenshot this, but you can look at it. There's so many powerful tools that can be utilized through essential oils in simplifying and eradicating this idea of I have to have a product for every single ailment. And not only that, but I don't know what those products are doing or how they're interacting or how they're supporting me as a whole. So yes, these essential oils have been way more powerful than I ever imagined, and they have really made a lasting impact on my family's wellness. By the way, this is Philomena. She is number 5 of 6. Number 6 is on the way, due in August. So it's a joy to be able to support my family by sharing these things with you. And you love your oils, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's your favorite right now?
Timber.
Tamer?
Yeah.
Tamer. The tummy blend, the little kids blend, and Stronger. Yeah, she likes those, the kid oils. She really knows them well. So here are the enrollment sets that I mentioned. You can see that they range in cost, and they range in variety. I want to draw your attention just really quickly to that Healthy Start kit. You'll see the 10 essential oils and a diffuser. That's in a really great place to begin if you're just getting started. Again, you get your 25% off, the option to receive up to 30% back in points to redeem for free product. You also have the option for free oils given every month, as well as shipping redemption points as well. So there's some deep savings, and I encourage you just to peruse these and talk with the person that invited you. If that's me, I'd love to visit with you and really discern both your budget and your needs and make sure that we are choosing the right place for you so that you can get the most out of your initial beginning. This is just my recommendation. This is my sample first month order. I really love the top 10 essential oils. They cover so many bases. They really help that transformation of your medicine cabinet begin. You have the tool of a diffuser, and you also, I would encourage you to include the adaptive system. I mentioned it at the beginning, my adaptive essential oil. This is our mental health system geared towards helping to reduce anxiety. And of course, right now, I don't know of a single person, probably throughout the whole world, who isn't battling at some level that anxiety. So I think this is a critical time to onboard and to really be proactive about our mental health. Month 2 and beyond, I encourage you to invest in support for daily habit transformation. And these are the types of protocols that are going to make the lasting impact. Your supplementation choices, your gut care choices, the way in which you're focusing on your pain management that might be critical, and so forth. So I would just encourage you to move forward into a second month and beyond, because you're going to see the lasting impact, not only, again, just for the transformation of those first aid needs, but also for the daily habits that are going to make the lasting impact in your wellness. Today I have a special promotion for you because this is a Diamond Club class. So that means I get to offer you, with any 100 PV enrollment, you a free Citrus Bliss. Citrus Bliss is a combination of citrus oils, orange, tangerine, mandarin, grapefruit. It's beautiful. It's a wonderful oil to diffuse. I love pairing it with frankincense. It's one of my most favorite to blend into my diffuser. And then if you end up spending over 300 PV with any enrollment, you actually get adaptive and Citrus Bliss free. So you can see the added value. In order to take advantage of these, I do need you to reach out to me and make sure I have your email and your name so I can send you the discount code for when you do your enrollment process. Of course, I'm happy to walk through that with you too from start to finish. So just reach out to me if you'd like to take advantage of that extra bonus. In conclusion, there are 3 types of people that we encounter when we begin our essential oil journey. And having done this now, again, for 8 years, I've seen this so true. And honestly, I started as a number 1 and I ended up as a number 3. Number 1, these are the individuals that just really want free education and support. They want to get good value and enhance their wellness. And this is the individual who just simply is content with living the lifestyle. Number 2, these are people that just naturally want to share. When they discover something powerful, they're first out of the gate to say, hey, Nancy, Suzanne, I got to share this with you. Have you tried this? Let me share, right? These individuals are interested not only in experiencing the blessing of the oils, but they want to celebrate others and support others. And the benefit for them is that they begin to have their essential oils paid for, and they receive, in a sense, natural health care, which is a really nice aspect. And again, I started as a number 1. I came to essential oils just for my family. I began sharing, and before I knew it, I really had grown into a business. And when I committed, finally, after several months of exploration with essential oils, I became strategic in my focus, and I began building a business. And thank God I did. I didn't know at the time it was meant to be. I didn't know that it was going to be 7, 8 years later that we would be relying fully on our doTERRA income. Because as many of you have encountered recently, the downshift in having this crisis sweep across the nation has meant that my husband's work has evaporated overnight. And it's been really challenging. And so thank goodness we have our doTERRA business, which is growing and thriving in order to help keep us moving. So if you're interested in either of these or any of these lifestyle choices with regards to doTERRA, know that you can reach out to me for more details, and I can help explore where and what options work best for you. In closing, I just want to share with you a little bit more about my journey. I reached out for essential oils initially in a time of tragedy when my little brother was dying, and we ended up utilizing essential oils in actually in the process of his burial. And it was something that was near and dear to my mother's heart, a request to anoint his body and to discover ways in which we could care for him in a time of grief. His body, the preservation, the heal, the components of essential oils that are antimicrobial and antibacterial and antiviral, right? All of these things resonate when you're working with somebody who's passed away. So it's a bit of a sad story, the way I got started, but it awakened in me the awareness not only of the biblical roots of essential oils, but also of their power. The fact that they have these active ingredients, these components that can be so powerful. So I began exploring essential oils, studying essential oils, both from a historical and biblical perspective, and then into the scientific. And it was around that same time that my husband had been struggling with his lifelong battle with respiratory challenges. And he had been exploring ways to get off of his medications and had done so in some kind of crazy and bit risky ways. And so when I encountered essential oils, we began to look at the triggers of his life, what was going on, what was causing these reactions. And we were able to bring his respiratory struggles under control. And I'm really happy to report that after 8 years, he no longer is on those daily medications that had so many harmful side effects and challenges for him. Of course, we're not anti-medicine. We just don't want to use them unless we really have to, right? And so, of course, he keeps a fast-acting inhaler on hand for an emergency. So that was a huge breakthrough for us because that worked. And then, of course, with all these little kiddos, you can imagine just the onslaught of just immune challenges that we faced, and especially when they were little. I remember one season where we had one of our daughters on 7 rounds of antibiotics in one season, and we had to find a solution. As a mom, I was just not feeling empowered. And so as I began to discover essential oils, I found that I was able to build them up. I was able to do something powerful for them and teach them also to be more attentive to their body's natural needs so that they can stay healthy and active. And again, just had so many victories with the essential oils. So just really encourage you to explore your own healthcare choices and your own needs and really begin your own journey so that you can discover your own testimonials and your own victories along the way. So in closing, I encourage you to find what are the top 3 things that you would like to focus on, and reach out to the person who invited you to this class and ask them, what oils should I be using? What protocols should I be implementing? Again, if that's me, I'm happy to walk through that journey with you. Every person who enrolls in my team organization is going to get a wellness consult. So not only are you going to have support choosing, beginning, learning, and identifying what you need, but as soon as those products show up at your door, you're going to have a consultation to put into place what exactly you need to do each day, at what time, how frequently, how much to dilute, all of those questions that I know are just buzzing through your head as you listen to me go so fast through all of this information. And additionally, you'll see the support products on the side, the Essential Life book, which is a great resource for just being able to really help take you out of the gate, make sure you know what to do when, as well as the fractionated coconut oil and the roll-on bottles there. These are extra bonuses that I want to bless you with if you choose to participate not only in a 1-month purchase, but in an ongoing program of wellness. These come to you after that 2nd month. So just know that there's always going to be free education, support, and benefits that surpass any kind of other encounter of just going out and shopping on your own. So thank you for attending. I really encourage you to just, if you want to move forward, to reach back out to the person that invited you to the class, and know that I'm so grateful for all of you. I look forward to hearing from you. You can reach out to me via email, chantalhoward@gmail.com, ChantalHoward, gmail.com. You can also, of course, find me on the Facebook page here. If you want to go ahead and invite friends to this team page, this community page where we're doing its education on essential oils, I welcome you to do so. However, I encourage you to do one thing for me, and that is let's make sure they get a sample of essential oils before we just launch them into this world and they feel kind of overwhelmed. Share this recording if you'd like. Invite them to join for the rest of the webinars. There's going to be one tonight, tomorrow night, the following night, and Friday night. And I promise you, now that I've worked out the technical difficulties, things will be much smoother and we'll be able to get through these, and hopefully you'll be able to come away feeling much more empowered. So thank you again for joining me this evening. If you want to participate in our peppermint giveaway, make sure that you post below what you learned, something you learned from the class. Try to be specific. Give me a real true nugget, or email me again if you're watching the recording, and we're going to do our drawings at the end of the week.
Mama.
Yes.
What can I do after this?
Oh, let's go get some breakfast. Okay. All right. Thank you all so much, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. All right. So there we are. We'll see y'all later.